21. The time to sow is when the weeds grow, and that time is now. But before I can start any seed sowing, first I must clear away the weeds that have been brought up by this sunshine and showers we've been having. And I showed most of that last week. So at the start of the week, this is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to commence in earnest sowing seeds in situ. My name is Mike, and I make videos of my allotment and the occasional garden woodworking project. What is making the weeds and the seeds grow is the current weather we are receiving. It's continuing from last week. It's sunshine and showers. The sunshine is glorious, it's real shirt sleeve weather, and the rain can come down with a heavy downpour. So two things are required. One is one needs to have within easy range is some weatherproof clothing, and when it becomes very intense, then somewhere to shelter. And I'm not alone in this. Other plot owners are on site tasked with the same duty of seed sowing and weeding, and of course wearing the appropriate clothing. The sunshine is warming the soil and the rain is providing the nourishment, and that is why the weeds, the seeds, are taking advantage and growing well. But not everyone is happy with these great conditions. This is Andrew Marr Sunday morning, and he is certainly not happy.
A beautiful, fresh and almost summery morning first thing today, but just a word to any gardeners, druids or ducks who may be watching. If you've been doing a rain dance, please stop now. Enough. Over to Nick Miller in the Weather Studio. Nick.
Well, Andrew May continuing to make rainfall deficit and then some, and even today, where you may have started with a bit of sunshine, there's every chance you get a heavy downpour before the day is done.
My answer to it is Andrew Marr, no. Okay. Got that out of the way. One thing I've noticed is the invasion, particularly on raised bed 13, the intrusion of nettles. Suddenly starting to appear in the southeast corner of the bed, and these I've got to remove. And by gosh, those roots go down a long way. And here comes another but. These nettles, do I hate them or do I love them? Again, incidentally, I've recently been watching Bill and Val's recent upload, and in the current one to a week last Sunday, it was where they're experimenting with fermenting nettles. I'm not going to call it nettle tea because nettle tea stinks, and I think that smell is nature's warning that something's not quite right. But what I was interested in with what Bill and Val were doing, and it was as a result of watching another programme which also linked onto another upload of another YouTuber, was the fermenting process doesn't create any smell, and also the strength of the liquid that's produced is a lot stronger. So 1 teaspoon of the liquid, the fermented nettles, will go into a standard watering can, and I liked that interested. So therefore I need to look more into this fermenting of plants. It's not only nettles, but nettles seems to be the principal plant, but there's such things as comfrey and dandelions and so forth. So the plan is to investigate that, and I'll look further into it and hopefully show something in next week's upload. So let's get on with the sowing. I've concentrated my sowings this week on carrots. That's 2 varieties, St. Valerie and Flyaway F1. No particular reason of choice, just that they were in the seed tin and came free with they came with a magazine and needed using up. I find that with carrots it's essential that the soil is watered first. Sowing carrots is not easy. I find pinching the seed between the thumb and the forefinger works, leaving space in them when they come up. When sown, just gently spread the soil over the carrot seeds. I use a plank of timber to consolidate the soil and ensure it makes contact with the seed. I call this the East Sussex Rain Dance. Andrew Marr, eat your heart out. Or it could be the carrots understand Morse code and get the message. The process is repeated between the other 2 rows of onions and then given another final watering. The whole process was regularly interrupted by heavy showers of rain, so this watering was probably unnecessary. but who cares? Next seed sowings are my dwarf French beans, to which I use the Mike Hurdis method. Buying the seeds wholesale from moles and sowing broadcast in a trench rather than individually in single pots or root trainers, and using compost. It's time consuming, it's costly, especially when the bag of French beans costs the price of 3 conventional packets of seed, and this is the 3rd year of this packet, and there's still enough for more sowings. Trench made, seeds broadcast, covered over, and again probably not necessarily, but watered in. This bed has never been dug while I've rented it. It was originally lasagnaed with cardboard, newspaper, straw, homemade compost, topped with a layer of Garden Bargains compost, 2 bags, which is 100 litres, and each subsequent year a 100 litre layer of compost has been laid. The same compost, but not this year, yet. I mentioned this as at the time of making this video we experienced a very warm day with no rain, and the surface of the bed developed a hard skin, so I should have put my compost when I actually watered it, and I didn't. Yet. The second sowing of peas, type Mercury, sown last week, have appeared and are looking okay. Thursday I was elected to do some dog sitting.
What are you doing here?
And on the lunchtime walk past a property having gutter replacement, and I acquired a length. Could have done with at least 2.
Yet? I want my walk.
But I certainly missed the 4 before. But I walked the dog.
Are you still doing the same job?
Because the gutter would not go in the car.
Look,
So
I
I have
want
it
my
to clean.
walk.
And much to the
Now.
annoyance of the dog, who constantly
Yeah, mate.
kept running
I want to do my walk.
and reminding me my duty was to him,
Oh, I'm
not to
fed
the
up with
allotment.
this.
We had been warned, and it occurred that evening, we were to be hit by a storm, strong winds and heavy rain, which continued well into the next day. Therefore,
Long
before
last,
leaving,
you do
I
take your
ensured
time.
all on the plot was well balanced down. Next day, the plot was inspected. Polished. Would it survive another year? I don't think so. David, regular viewers have seen before, was on holiday, and I was duty bound not only to check my plot but his plot also. David's plot had a number of items that required battening down, and generally things were okay. Could not get any videos taken as the wind would have blown over the tripod. What I was able to do was soak some more peas ready to plant into the newly acquired range. I proceeded with next day, much calmer day than yesterday. The procedure is just the same as sowing into the ground. The gutter acts as a trench, and the compost, which in this case was the silver grow. Seeds pressed in diagonally in 3s. I did not water first because the compost or seeds stick to one's fingers and hands during the process, which is a damn nuisance. after covering. And I'm pressing down with a block of wood. And a good dousing applied. And the gutted peas left to grow. I hope you've enjoyed this video. A thumbs up would be appreciated. And please comment. I'd like some comments regarding the nettle fermentation. So please subscribe, and for notification of further uploads, will you please press the bell icon. And that just leaves me to say, take care of yourself and bye.